What's going on, y'all? It's Hilario Hernandez back again with the Corpus Christi Originals podcast. Today we bring the most talented, interesting, and hardworking people from the city, Corpus Christi. I'm your host, Jesus Hilario. Today we have a special one for you. Joining me is a rising star in the Corpus Christi comedy scene, comedian, content creator, and the host of the growing podcast That Dude Talks. Chris Longoria. We're talking comedy, podcasting, Corpus culture, upcoming live shows, and later on in the episode, we'll be joined by Ronnie Fryer to talk about the toy drive they got going on in December, right?
December 6th.
December 6th. Welcome to the show, man.
Man, thank you for having me. I've been wanting to be on this for about 90-something episodes now.
No way.
So I'm excited to be here.
Damn.
It's not when you asked me to be on it, I was like, I responded almost immediately with like, yes, or whatever. I was excited, man.
Cool.
But thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, since I met you at the, you're welcome. Since met you at the Comedy Club, Mesquite Street.
Yeah.
Open mic. I met you there. You bought merch from me.
Yeah. Years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
I want to say about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. And then you clipped the pic with you wearing it in Laredo or somewhere down there.
The Valley. Yeah, in Harlingen at the Rock and Key.
Yeah, man. That was cool. So
I tagged y'all in and everything.
Yeah.
You shared it. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did
cool,
you hear?
cool.
So did you hear about us through Javi Luna? Because we gave Javi Luna some.
Yes, I know he had the multicolored flower shirt.
Dude, he wore it at his special, man.
Yeah. So I don't want to say that's the first I saw, because I think another one that I saw is the one that I eventually bought, which was the skull with the Texas.
Yeah, that's a popular one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the first one I saw.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was Javi that I saw wearing it. And I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
well-
that's dope. And then I just saw the logo and I was like, yo, that's sick.
Yeah.
And then I saw that it was y'all, and it was Corpus Christi Originals.
That's
I was
cool,
like,
man.
I definitely want it.
That's cool, bro.
So for the longest time before my bonza started getting bigger, I was wearing that shirt anytime I did an out of town gig, just to rep Corpus
Dope.
in out of town. I think another one that I tagged y'all in, I did San Antonio. I did a reggae bar up
Wow.
there, and I was wearing the CC Original shirt there as
Wow.
well. So, and it was cool because the stage had like mirrors behind us, and they got a cool picture where you see the front logo, but in the mirror you see the back logo. as well.
Yeah,
So,
dope.
yeah. But I love y'all's merch, man. I need to get some more of it, because on the podcast I want to wear my friends, like any of my friends that are doing anything.
Yeah.
If they have merch, I want to wear it on the podcast.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with you, Javi Luna, Andy, I hooked up Andy with the shirt. He bought a cap. He said a lot of people said some stuff on it.
Oh, I saw the Corpus cap a long
Corpito cap,
yeah. I saw that. That's the first thing I saw.
Oh, cool.
I saw that before I saw the shirt. So
Yeah. That's what's up, man. And so real quick to shout out I want to shout out Javi Luna.
Yeah, man.
Just recently was on your That Dude Talks podcast,
The most recent
episode 7.
Yeah, the most recent
Dude,
episode.
I want to call him Chaplain Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he studied theology, right?
Yeah.
And Chaplain Luna, because he's dropping all these gems, bro,
Yeah,
on that
man,
podcast episode.
A lot of times, I never really deemed it a comedy podcast, but of course I'm a comedian, and everybody I've
wow.
had is comedians. But there are times where like we just naturally say stuff that's funny.
Yeah.
And like with Javi there, I was like, I want to pick his brain this whole time. And then when we went to break, it's like, yo, bro, when are we gonna get funny? I was like, my bad, bro. It's cool to be able to pick your brain and everything, because he was dropping some really good knowledge,
Yeah.
man. So shout out to Javi. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Ronnie was there as well. Javi made a comment about Ronnie. He goes, "This is the quietest I've ever heard Ronnie."
Oh, wow.
Because Ronnie, same thing. Like Javi was just dropping so much knowledge on it that both of us were just like soaking it in. Like, because we're still young in the game. I'm only 2 years and a couple months in.
Yeah.
Ronnie's a year and a half in. Approaching 2 years. So
You said 2 years? You're 2 years in?
yeah, I'm 2 years in. So being able to hear Javi talk about his experience, and he's over a decade in the game, it's like we don't have school for comedy. So whenever you get somebody that's like a quote unquote teacher that's
Yeah.
been in the game and that's been tested through all of it, it's real awesome to be able to hear their stories
Dope.
and learn from it. You know what I mean? So shout out to Javi. If you want to check out the episode 7, you can look up Chris Longoria Comedy on YouTube. It's the That Dude Talks podcast, and it's episode 7 with Javi Luna and Ronnie Fryer. we called it a Universal Takeover because Javi has his own production that he calls Universal. So
Don't forget Uncle Sam, bro.
Uncle, my boy, man, shout out to Uncle Sam. He's a huge part of the podcast. He's my pseudo. See, people, we have this running gag that Ronnie is not my co-host.
Yeah.
But he's come out. He's been a guest so many times that he, at this point, should be. But Sam's already like a pseudo co-host because he's my audio guy, and he'll, if he's not on the podcast, he'll drop like he has a mic off camera and he'll talk and everything. So he's kind of my pseudo co-host, but shout out to Uncle Sam, man. He's done a lot for the podcast.
Yeah, just hearing like you talk about him, and I was listening to like the Slow Roast podcast. We're talking about him. It sounds like that dude's got some chops, man.
Man, and it's so funny because for the longest time he was the most like reserved, quiet one, and like he'll talk, but like you get him branched away from the whole group, and you hear him drop a gem. It's like, wow, that Sam came up. Yeah, Sam.
Crazy.
He and Corinne were part of the roast battle that Joe Hilliard's doing at the House of Rock, and dude, that their roast battle, Corinne won, but to this day, I think it's the best battle that they've had during that tournament. So
cool, man.
Yeah, but he's got some chops, man. He's got some chops.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude, man. So I guess we can get in a little bit into your story, man. So how did you first get started in comedy?
Man, y'all want to get sad? It's I've always loved comedy since I was a little kid. Shout out to my parents, man. My parents probably shouldn't have been showing me what I was watching when I was a kid. First comedy I ever saw was the Kings of Comedy, the Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, and D.L. Hewley, the DVD. My parents were 19 and 20 when they had me, so they were young.
Whoa.
My dad's dad wasn't in the picture, so like they were kids raising a kid. So I was forced to watch a lot of movies that are like my favorite bands, my favorite movies, my favorite comedy was because my parents showed me it. So I've loved comedy since I was a little kid. And I've always gone to comedy shows and everything. But my grandfather was my best friend. And we lost him. We lost him 3 years ago. And it was hard, man. It was hard. Me and him were thick as thieves and everything. And when I lost him, I kind of like lost myself and got in like a real dark hole and real deep depression and everything. Didn't want to leave the house. The only time I ever left the house was to go to work and then come back home. And I started noticing like the only time that I felt like myself and normal was if I went to a concert or went to a comedy show or watched a comedy special. That's the only time like I was feeling like myself again.
Yeah.
So I started writing my own material. Anytime I started feeling down, like I just started writing stuff. During the pandemic, I got COVID and I quarantined for whenever they're doing the quarantine and everything. I have a Oculus VR headset. And they have a virtual reality comedy clubs.
Whoa.
And I just stumbled across it, got real high one day. And
crazy, bro.
I was like, you know what? I've been writing this material. Let me try it. And nobody knows what I look like. Nobody knows who I am. They just know my username. Wow. So I went up there and tried it and got some laughs and stuff and never pursued it again. But whenever I went through my thing and everything, started writing a lot of material, and then reached out to Mario Salazar. Yeah. And he did a private gig a couple years ago at my parents' house for my mom's 50th birthday. He brought Javi and Steven Sosa from Laredo. Shout out to them. And back then, this is before I even thought about doing comedy. They show up and he goes, "Hey, do y'all have a host for the show?" I was like, "Oh, the two guys you brought, one of them are," and he's like, no, we need a host. I was like, Well, it's just my family.
Whoa.
I can roast my family. I know how to roast my family. So I went up there and hosted, and that was the first time I ever did quote unquote comedy.
Wow.
And that was years ago. That's when my grandfather was still alive. So I reached out to me and Mario became close friends after that. We both love wrestling. We always talked
Cool.
about that. Like, and then I reached out to him and said, "Hey, man, I think I want to start doing comedy. Do you have any advice for me?" And he wrote a long paragraph. He said that I was naturally funny because he saw me the way I roasted my family. He said there
Wow.
was something there. He goes, "I'm happy that you're pursuing this." And then he told me hit open mics, this and that. He goes, "Actually, what are you doing on July 15th?" And this was a couple years ago. And I go, I worked the day, but I could get off early while it was going on. And he goes, "If you're really serious about pursuing this, I have I'm doing a show at Mesquite Street in Corpus. I'll give you a 3 to 5 minute set,
Wow.
baptism by fire."
Holy smokes.
And I was like, "Okay, cool. Let's do it." No, I said, "Actually, give me a minute to think about it.
Let me think
Do you
about
mind?
it.
Do you mind if I get back to you?" And he goes, "Yeah, of course." And not even 30, like 15 minutes later, I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna do this."
Dang.
So the day of the show, still never hit an open mic to this period. Never been on stage at this point. Went to the open mic. I went to the show. This was at the Mesquite Southside when it was still around. And when I'm heading to the show, Mario goes, "Hey man, just want to give you a heads up. We're only expecting 60 people." And in my mind, it's like, holy crap, there's 60 people. We go upstairs in the green room, and my buddy reaches out to me and he goes, "Hey man, is this show sold out?"
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "No, they only sold 60 tickets." And he goes, I say, "I think at this point you have to come to the doors." And he goes, "No, dude, I'm at the venue. They said it's
No.
sold out." So I look at my phone, then I look up and I look at them and I go, "Guys, like they said it's sold out." And they said, "What?" And we go and look, and sure enough, 275 or 280
Yo.
people.
Wow.
My first experience ever performing was there. I had an anxiety attack right before.
Oh, shoot.
And then went up there, and once I got that first laugh, I immediately got addicted to it
Damn.
and fell in love with it, and haven't stopped since.
Dang.
Haven't stopped since. It's been an amazing ride so far, and thank you so much to Mario Salazar, because
Oh,
without
yeah.
him, I would have this would have never happened without Mario. So thank you to Mario for that.
Shout
because-
out Mario Salazar, man.
yeah, man, that's my boy. And to this day, we just did. He invited me to do his birthday show in South Padre Island
Nice.
at the Isla Grande Resort, Raymond Horta's room down there.
Cool.
I just did Mario's birthday show down there, and
Wow.
that was a lot of fun. It was me, Mario, and Raymond Horta on that one. So
Wow, man.
that was fun. It was a
That's
great-
awesome, dude.
Yeah, man.
Man. So, hey, so you grew up in Corpus. What school, high school did you go to, man?
King.
High School?
I went to collegiate high school
Right on.
for a year and 6 weeks,
Mhm.
and then went to King.
Okay.
Graduated from King 2011.
King High School, bro.
Yeah.
So I was thinking Ray for some reason, man. I know.
You always think Ray, Moody, or Miller.
Yeah, you played. So you played football over there at King, or
I played for a little bit, but I got it was a weird transition because the year and 6 weeks that I was at collegiate, that was 2 football seasons
oh wow.
that I missed. So I tried getting into it, and whenever I was getting back into it and everything, I broke my toe,
Oh,
dropped a 60-pound weight on
Oh,
on my
no.
big toe and snapped it. Came back and then messed up my ankle. Came back. I kept getting hurt every time I came back. So I was like, at a certain point, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm done.
wow, man, golly.
Yeah.
So you had that first, I guess your first official show there with Mario, right?
Mhm. Mario, Charles Allen, and Sonia Trevino.
Oh man, dude, golly, what was that like? Holy smokes, dude. So you knew for sure after that, I'm gonna keep doing this. Like, was there ever a point where you're like, maybe not? You know what I mean? As you were beginning, because sometimes people get that. You know what I mean?
my mom couldn't go to that show because she was babysitting my nephew.
Oh,
My dad was at that show. My dad, I love my dad, man. He's my biggest supporter. Watches every freaking episode of the podcast. He goes to almost every show that he can go to, he'll go to. So he was there, and I remember Javi was at the show. Mario gave me a big hug. Javi gave me a big hug because me and Javi were already cool at this point.
dope.
And then my dad gives me a big hug, and he's tearing up.
Wow.
So then I go to the green room, and like I call my mom, and like I cry. I strike. It's just bawl. I'm
Yeah,
crying. I'm
man.
like, because the adrenaline. That's the first time I had that adrenaline rush and everything. So, no, I knew immediately that this is what I want. What I wanted to pursue.
Oh man,
sure.
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was. I've never done hard drugs, but I feel like this is what people say. Like what people say heroin is like. You know, they say it's like an over intensifying feeling. The first
Oh.
time, that's what the first time getting off the stage felt like. The first time I made somebody laugh, it was like, I need this in my life.
Oh wow.
I say that comedy saved my life because it got that dark whenever.
You were super depressed. You were
Yeah,
doing it in
yeah,
that
yeah.
hole, like you said.
Yeah, and
And
then
it
once I started doing this, like, got out of that hole.
Dope.
Don't ever. I'm very rarely at home now.
Yeah.
As opposed to where I was always wanting to be at home, and like met a group of amazing friends, some of my closest friends now because of this. So
Yeah, yeah.
I say I fell in love with it and it saved my life. So yeah.
Wow. So you do. You full
That's why I put everything into it. That's why I put
Right.
everything into it, because it saved my life. It deserves for me to put my all into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, for sure. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, it makes me think about your podcast, which is what we're talking about next, man. It seems like you got your comedy thing going and you're just like, okay, I'm doing this and I know I'm going to keep doing this. And it's like it seems like you feel like you have to add more things to keep that going. Is that another reason why you revived the podcast? Because you had this podcast
I had
before,
the
right?
podcast years ago, and
Yeah.
the reason it stopped is because my grandfather passed.
Oh,
That's why I stopped
That's
doing
why
it.
you stopped doing it?
That's why I stopped doing it. Yeah. The last episode I released of the first iteration of it, I released it literally right when I was leaving to go to Vegas for a trip. Came back from Vegas, found out that my grandpa was real sick. And then I just like, at that point I knew. So I started already like spiraling. So I was like, that's what stopped me from doing it. But what the podcast is now is what I always dreamed of the podcast being, because before it was audio only. I wanted to do video, but I knew that something like this I had to invest in like getting a studio or finding a studio, and I didn't know this existed until like here recently.
Yeah.
So thank you to Caitlin from the Annex, Caitlin Shook, where we record the podcast, the Annex right down the road.
That Dude Talks is the name of the
That
podcast.
Dude Talks podcast. We recorded at the Annex. She provided a space for us to record, and
Dope.
once I got the green light from her, I asked Sam, because Sam started doing the audio at Miguelito, another comedian's mic. He has a mic at Tapology. I saw Sam doing the audio there, and he was doing a really good job with that. And I asked him, "Hey, will you be the audio guy on my podcast?" And once he said yes, and once I got the location, we hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So it's been fun, man.
Dude, I
It's been
like your
fun.
podcast.
Thank you.
I
Thank
do.
you.
I try to listen to every episode, but I at least hear like 30 minutes of one of them. Like that last one with Javi Luna. I'm already on the second play of that one. But yeah, it's pretty cool that there's other comedian podcasts right in town.
Yeah.
I know the
Slow roast.
Slow Roast. There's that the other
Sports with Roland.
the other lady.
Danielle,
Yeah,
the baby mama.
yeah, Baby Mama Drama. Or I
The
can't
Baby
remember what
Mama
it's called.
Diaries, I think.
Sports are rolling, but yours, man,
Sports with
dude,
Roland.
definitely can see potential in it for sure.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man,
Thank you.
for
That means
sure.
a lot, especially with like you've been having
Oh, yeah.
yours going for almost 100 episodes now. Hearing you say that means a lot, because
Yeah,
that's another thing I wanted to say to you is thank you for constantly reaching out and letting me know, like, hey, man,
Yeah.
you're giving me props on what I'm doing. So that tells me a lot.
Yeah, dude,
That
you could
means a
tell.
lot.
Yeah, too. Like, I think it's encouraging for people that are just starting out because it seems like you're like, I know I need to do something. I'm going to do this and I'm just going to do it right.
Yeah.
And you're figuring it out along the way,
Yeah.
which is a lot of how life works. Would you
Yeah,
say that?
man. Yeah. I was at a weird point where if I didn't start doing it, I was never gonna start doing it.
Mhm.
So I was like, I need to figure out how to do the video and audio right. And I was like, no, you know what? Let me do the first episode. And I think it took to like the third episode to where I finally got it. It's still not 100%, but now
Right,
it's
right.
like it's a lot. It's a lot better than where the first episode was.
Yeah.
So, and I take a lot of pride in what I do. I take a lot of pride, whether it's like normal life situations, like being an uncle, being or with comedy,
Delivering
or
packages.
delivering packages. The podcast, my comedy, with everything, I take a lot of pride in what I do. I didn't want to half-ass any of it. And with the podcast, it's the next thing I want to figure out is lighting because I'm so dark. And
Yeah.
I'm in that corner.
For sure.
I'm in the dark corner.
Dude.
So I the next thing I want to figure out is the lighting. But I have a lot of goals with this podcast.
Yeah,
man.
for sure, man. When so I was doing Zoom
Yeah.
meetings.
Yeah.
What the first episode in here, bro? Once I did the first set of clips and put it on social media, I was getting all kinds of feedback. People I had never heard from in a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, what you got a podcast? Wow, you made it. This and that. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? All I did was go into a studio.
Yeah.
Pay the fee for it, and that was it. And they're thinking I'm like I made it or whatever. But the perception is like the presence, the package, all that stuff makes a difference. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you noticing that and changing it along the way, that's big, dude.
And I was under the impression for the longest time that for a podcast to look good, it has to be multi-camera. Because like yours is multi-cam, and I really like that a lot. The Joe Rogan experience, multi-cam.
Yeah.
There's a lot of podcasts that I watch that are multi-cam, but I'm a real big fan of Shane Gillis,
Yeah.
comedian, and Matt McCusker. They have a podcast called the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast. The top two biggest comedy podcasts in the nation.
Wow.
And they have always been a single shot podcast.
Dope.
When I first started listening to it, I was audio only. And then I started watching it. I was like, yo, they figured this out with just a single shot. I don't need to that's another thing that kind of like discouraged me because editing single shot alone is already a lot.
Yeah.
And then editing multicam, I was like, that kind of stopped me from doing video for the longest time too.
Wow.
But then once I found out, hey, it can look there's a way to do it with the single shot and it doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this actually looks really cool.
Yeah. Well, not only that, like what's bringing people to my long form is the clips.
Yeah, I need to
You know what I
get
mean?
better
So,
at that. I need
but
to
so
get better at that.
yeah, like you can have these you say your whole entire thing is single shot. You got these clips flipping from one part of the image to another part of the image. If there's 2 people, 3 people, whatever,
Yeah.
which is
yeah.
on there on
Yeah.
the clips, right? And then if they like it, then episode 7, that dude talks, boom, YouTube. Then there's the whole full version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's single shot. If they're really interested in
I
it,
need
they'll
to
listen to
need
it.
to figure all of that out more. I need to look more into that because, yeah, the way y'all do y'all's clips, it's awesome.
Appreciate
It's
it, man.
awesome.
I mean, I'll drop some gems. I do it myself.
Yeah.
I use Opus Clip,
Okay.
but I don't depend solely on it. Like I still have to go through there and sift through which clips I want to put
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's still work you have to put into it.
Yeah.
Don't rely heavily on the AI or whatever, but it generates the captions. I can put the logo on the corner. I can figure out which clips I want to put out there and send them out there, but that's what's getting people to the long form version of the podcast.
Nice. I definitely need to do that because I was screen recording and then cutting it and then putting just like widescreen videos.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
dude.
This doesn't look good.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I need to look into Opus Clip. I've heard some good stuff about it too. So
Yeah, dude.
I look
I mean,
into it for
that's
sure.
cool, bro. So you got the That Dude Talks podcast.
Yes, sir.
So real quick on that, I guess the last couple things I asked. So what's the main goal with your podcast? What's the main thing? Objective, I guess.
So I have really big goals with this. I love the Annex, and I love that being the home for the podcast, but I don't want it to always be the permanent home. Once, hopefully, if, of course, it's a big dream, but when it does start generating revenue, if it does generate enough, I do want to get my own studio so I can freely paint it, decorate it, or whatever. Do me, you know what I mean? Have me in this, because like my merch, it's me.
Yes.
Like everything that like I want it to be me.
That's cool.
So
man.
I eventually want to get to that. I want to eventually, once they start doing shows again down here, because for whatever reason shows have been on a hiatus down here.
Comedy shows?
Yeah. Really? I want to start getting like the bigger names, especially if they're gonna do multi-days.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Especially if they're gonna do a Sunday show.
Yeah.
But like, hey, I film on Sunday early in the day. Especially if I get the opportunity to open for them.
Yes.
Because I do get blessed with opportunities like that every so often.
Yes.
Shout out to Anna J. Ramirez.
Yeah.
If they like what I do on stage, if they see what I do on stage and they like it, and then we get to hang out after and they get a liking to me, it doesn't hurt to throw out and ask, hey, if you're not doing anything during the day, do you want to film my podcast? So I eventually want to start getting the bigger names on it as well. Javi being the first one.
Yeah.
The headliner of the show that I'm going to do, he already agreed to do do the podcast. I'm doing a show this Sunday in Aransas Pass, and there's a couple guys that have been on Kill Tony that I'm doing the show with. They've already agreed to do the podcast. So,
yeah, man.
And I also have a lot of friends that are wrestlers. I have friends that are in WWE and AEW, and then also friends that are like that are in the independents right now that I want to get on the podcast. So I just have a lot of goals.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. And I also want to have the people that inspired me as well, because I wasn't just inspired by comedy. Like one of my closest friends, Sammy Guevara, he's a wrestler that wrestles for AEW. I saw him doing like the equivalent of what I'm doing now in wrestling.
Yeah.
Doing the independents, doing the small rooms.
Wow.
And then now he's wrestling in front of tens of thousands of people. So
oh man,
he was one of the inspirations. I used to be the camera guy for his vlog. So seeing him inspired me, and like I want to get everybody that inspired me either to do the podcast or like have something to do with it. So
yeah, dude, that's cool, man.
And the cool thing about him, he's on like a big platform. He has hundreds of thousands of followers on his Instagram. He wears my merch on his videos, on his content videos.
Wow,
so
man.
Yeah, I've seen it. I was like, yo, what the heck?
Dope, dude.
So that's really cool.
Wow, man.
Shout out to Sammy Guevara, man. I love you so much for that.
Yo, dude, I can see so many opportunities from this, man. That's super dope, dude.
And I know I have a lot of friends that are musicians too and everything. So
yeah,
that's where like, yeah, it is. I'm a comedian. Of course, it's cool that people think it's a comedy podcast, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
I'm not always going to have just comedians. I'm going to have like, I have some of my homies that like are just the homies that I travel with. Because I travel and go, just have them on there and shoot the shit, you know?
And like, you know, and I really don't see it as I want to say I don't see it as competition, because you're different. I'm not you, you're not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have your story. The way you do podcasting is different from the way I do podcasting. And some people won't see it that way. They'll see you as like, oh, he's I don't want him on my show because he has a podcast like mine. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the whole reason why I want you on here.
Yeah,
because,
they grow each other. That's the thing about like, that's the thing where competition is, or the people that are super competitive. I get it. I'm super competitive.
Of course.
I want to be one of the best comedians out there. I want to have one of the best podcasts out there. I'm competitive. But at the same time, don't let the competitive nature stop you from doing stuff, because people that don't know I exist are watching this right now and are gonna and people that don't know, like my people that I have on social media that may not know that about your podcast, like we're mutually, people are learning about both of us at the same time, and that's how it should be,
dude.
That's how it should be.
Come on, bro.
That's
Preach
how
it, bro.
Corpus should be,
right?
And that's where like people like people have a weird mindset with that. And I'm all about, yo, let's all love each other and let's all grow together. Let's all like, there's so much talent in Corpus, not just in comedy, but music and filmmaking. There's so much talent down here that if everybody was open to like working with each other, Corpus itself would grow.
Right.
In the entertainment side of it.
For sure, man.
But you have so many people that hate each other in the background and everything. And like, it's just every time somebody is going up, it starts getting brought down. And it's in every industry and you see it.
You see, that's why I think it's important to draw a line if you need to, like set a boundary.
Yeah.
Because some people, excuse me, I feel like some people like feel not obligated, but like entitled to come on my podcast.
Yeah.
And I've had people reach out. Remember I sent you that video, that one person, you know what I mean, that felt a certain way about my podcast, wanted to come on or whatever. But I know now, coming to 100 episodes, I need to start setting boundaries and be like, maybe I don't want them on my platform because I have a mission, I have a vision. This is where I want my podcast to go, which is basically uplifting people like yourself.
And then it's also hard to like, you don't want to be the bad guy and like tell somebody, you don't want to tell somebody like,
you could sit up, just pull that chair, just move it to the side, that yellow one.
You feel like the bad guy telling them that they're not like, I feel weird. Like I feel weird that if I don't ask somebody, but still you have to set the boundary because you can't be the nice guy to everybody at the same time.
Right.
We're going to get to it at a certain point, but I'm going to start putting shows on. Mm-hmm. And I'm friends with most of the comedians.
Right.
But I'm not going to put all my friends on there.
Exactly, bro.
And how do I tell my closest friends, hey, you don't fit on this show? Mm-hmm. Or maybe the next show. It's like, I don't want to be the bad guy, but at the same time, like you're saying, you have to set that.
I don't think
you can't have you can't have everybody.
Well, you're not necessarily the bad guy either. Yeah. You're just you're standing for what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're just setting a boundary. That's all it is, bro. And like even in our culture, how's it going? Ronnie, right? Yes, sir. Ronnie, all right. Yeah, so we got Ronnie off to the side, guys. He's going to come in a minute, talk about their toy drive they got going on. But yeah, like our culture, we kind of grow up to where you got to help family out.
Yeah.
Regardless. You know what I mean? But even still at that, dude, people can get abused. Little kids can get abused. You know what I mean? It can get real to that point, but it's like we need to grow up and learn that we can set boundaries, even if it's our family.
Yeah.
Like I had to set a boundary.
Yeah,
I had to set a strong boundary with my biological mother, who came into my life as a teenager. I didn't know her. I had a stepmom, which is my actual mom, until I was a late teenager.
Yeah.
My real mom started coming around, let us do whatever we wanted. We went to go live with mom. My real mom, my dad didn't like it. I could see why, she let us do whatever.
Yeah.
But eventually it was bad for me because it got to the point where she wasn't respecting my boundaries for so many years. And it came to a point when I had kids, like I had to be like, wait, mom, there's a boundary here with my kids. And she didn't care that it was there. And I noticed that had been going on for years. Yeah. It's like, dude, that could have stopped a long time ago. You know what I mean? You could have all these regrets or whatever.
Yeah.
But the setting those boundaries especially for people that are closest to you, it's important, dude.
Yeah.
It's important for what you're trying to.
And that's the thing with it. Like, I have huge goals with this. I don't know where it's gonna go.
Right.
But I know who has been in my life. Who the genuine love is coming from, you know what I mean? And I've had like people already be weird, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Like one of these dudes that I went to high school with that I haven't talked to since high school, that I went to high school with for a year.
Yeah.
He hit me up and he's like, "Yo, bro, I see you doing big things." Like, bro, you don't see what's going on? No, you don't. He's like, "I see you doing big things, yada yada. Don't forget me." I was like, "Bro, I don't even know who you are now. We haven't talked in 15 years. Yeah. What are you talking about?" So you're right. You do have to set those boundaries.
They come out of the woodwork, and it sucks too because you feel like you're almost vulnerable in the spotlight to where everybody's still watching. You got trolls, bro. Like, so for me, I mean, it's like, but you still have to.
But I think
maintain and go.
I think that's the cool thing about like the little cheat code with comedians is if people troll, we can lean into it. I mean, a lot of my jokes, for the people that haven't seen me, a lot of my jokes, I'm the butt of the joke.
Yeah, right.
I'm making fun of myself. So it's like, yo, if you're gonna troll me, I'm just gonna use that to my advantage, and I'm gonna turn that into mine.
Oh, dude, that's smart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or if it's like something real good and I think it's funny, shoot, I'm gonna use that in my set.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, yo, somebody did the yada yada.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
I didn't even think of it like that, bro.
Say whatever you want.
Dang.
I don't care.
So do you feel like
I'll use it into I'll turn it into something good.
Do you feel like you have to crack on yourself like through like your entire set?
No. So with me, there's different brands of comedy and whatnot, and there are a lot of people that do like current events and stuff. And I don't do a whole bunch of current event jokes. Like I'll do one or another, once in a blue moon. But I feel like current event comedy lends its hand to the potential of, oh, XYZ happened this week. Oh, these two people in two different cities are thinking of the same event. Oh, their jokes sound very similar to each other. Oh, did they steal it from this? But it's like, well, there's only so much you could say about an event. So like, I've seen a lot of times where like, oh, so and so stole this joke from so and so. It's like, I get on the surface where it looks like that, but when you think about it, it's like, oh, there's only so much you could talk about an event. So a lot of my jokes, it's like personal stuff that I went through because I know nobody else went through my exact situation. Yeah. So nobody can say that I stole my joke from anybody.
That's crazy, bro.
Because it's my life.
Right.
I have a whole joke about my mom giving me a whole bunch of crazy nicknames throughout my whole life. And every single nickname is a true nickname that she called me throughout, like at different stages of my life.
Yeah.
And I know 1,000,000% that's my joke because my mom said every single one of those things when I grew up. You know what I mean? So,
wow.
Do I feel like it's necessary for me to rag on myself? No, but it's easy to make fun of myself.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with myself. Like I've known myself. I've known myself for 33 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of stuff to work with that. But a lot of the stuff that I say, it's shit that bullies were saying to me. That like, you know what? I'm gonna turn it up and use it in my favor now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a joke where I say that the kids in the hallway were making fun of me because I have big titties. And now I play it out.
Wow.
And like, so now I lean into it. So do I find like it's necessary to do it? No, but there's a lot of stuff that I went through in my life that I can play with.
And you get a lot of laughs out of it? I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah. Because I think it's a lot of people went through their own shit. A lot of people like went through their own shit, or hell, bullies are in the crowd. You know what I mean? So I get the duality of the people that went through shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I went through the same thing that he went through, but he's able to make fun of it.
Wow.
So he's able to be vulnerable with it, so it's easy to laugh with it. Or the bullies that were doing that same shit are just on the surface level. That's funny. The fat guy's doing funny,
making fun of himself.
Yeah. So it's
because the bully doesn't want. They don't want to be the center of it. They don't want to be the ones that look bad or whatever. They want you to look bad.
Yeah. But I do a little bit of everything too, but a lot of it is self-deprecation, but a lot of it I'm starting to grow more and more to
that's cool
evolve to different stuff as well. So
yeah. I guess you learn that as you go. You start doing
some
other
material.
still
figuring this out. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm doing in comedy.
Crazy,
but
bro.
I'm still learning.
Well, it seems like you try to soak up too, like from other comedians, like how you know what I mean? How do you do this? How do you do that? Whatever.
I want this to be my life. I want to make something out of this. I'm obsessed with this.
Wow.
I'm obsessed with this. I love this. I was a fan of comedy before I ever did comedy. So I was already watching specials all the time. Now I study specials.
Oh, dope.
I love it, but I hate it at the same time. Because like when I go to a comedy show, I can't watch it as a fan anymore. Because like when a comedian says a joke,
crazy,
I can't just be like, oh, that was a great joke. I'm like, oh, the crowd is laughing because he said this, and this. When he said this, they reacted this way. When he said this, they reacted this way. Like now I'm just, I feel like I'm like, I don't know, like I just see comedy weird now that I do it. It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
I just wish I could enjoy. I could enjoy going to shows the way I used to. Now I'm just a student of the game. I soak up everything. I
Wow,
learn
man, that's
everything.
awesome, dude.
Or when I see somebody bomb, I'm like, that didn't work, so don't do that.
Don't try that. Wow.
I'm constantly learning, man. Especially like my set, sure, it may have like the same jokes, but I try to do different elements to the same joke. Like I try to change it up, change wording, change verbiage, change facial expressions. I like to change it up every so often.
Do you study like vocabulary? Like
I need to. I
was talking with
need
Lito
to.
Cortez. He was talking about how like describing. Was it? I can't remember that word. Well, something that describes something or other. But that's kind of like comedy too, where you describe certain things and you describe it in a funny way.
Yeah.
But that's helpful with your,
Yeah.
I guess, with your act or whatever.
I need to do more of that.
Do you feel like comedians do that? Like, I guess established comedian or you know what I mean?
I don't know. I know in the rap game Eminem did that, where he read the dictionary multiple times.
Crazy.
So I know
It
certain
makes
people
sense,
feel
right?
it,
To maybe help your act somehow, like
Yeah.
to learn that stuff.
Yeah, so where like a sentence sounds super elementary, and if you just like change one word of it, punches it up a little bit.
Like,
so yeah,
okay, so I was
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
to y'all's episode with Javi Luna, again, episode 7. He was saying y'all were talking about tree trimmers,
yeah,
like
yeah,
tree trimmer, just those two words together, TT, tree trimmer. Like that sounds funny,
Yeah.
to me. And then Ronnie mentioned something about they pay, right, and then they call the Mexican dudes to actually do the work or whatever. That was funny, bro.
He said he would be the face of the company, and then point to me.
That was funny,
Look at
bro.
him to do it. Yeah, no, there's certain.
Nah, he's got to introduce the show. Do you want to bring Ronnie on?
Yeah,
Or-
so we are gonna talk about a show. I'm gonna bring on one of my frequent flyers on the That Dude Talks podcast, not my co-host, Mr. Ronnie Pryor.
Yeah, Ronnie's gonna be talking about some upcoming show that they have in, was it December?
December 6th.
December 6th. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
before that, you have another show, don't you, on November 23rd?
This
something like that?
Sunday.
This Sunday. What's going on there?
Aransas Pass. Actually, let me pull that up. It's in Aransas Pass. It's going to be at the CM Lanes Bowling Alley. Jake Coulter, he is a comedian. His family lives in Aransas Pass. He's in Austin, Texas. His family owns that bowling alley.
Oh, nice.
So he put on a show over there a couple months ago. I got the opportunity to host it. It was a real fun show. I got the flyer right here. Yeah, this Sunday, November 23rd, I'm going to be hosting that one. It's going to be Jake Coulter from Kill Tony, Roland Alanis, the homie, Uncle Sam, my audio engineer on the podcast, Eric Blake, I'm not sure who that is, Andy Gomez, who everybody knows who Andy Gomez is, Carlos Lopez, who's also been on Kill Tony and is also going to be the host on he's going to be the guest on That Dude Talks.
Nice.
Carlos Lopez. We have Tom Lee Rain, who's a comedian from Austin, I believe, and Colin Sledge, who is a Kill Tony Golden Ticket winner.
Oh, bro.
That's going to be the Bubba Loves You 3rd annual bowling tournament at CM Lanes in Aransas Pass.
So it's in Aransas Pass
Yeah.
this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Oh, man, that's
Yeah.
nice, Rude.
I'm excited for that one. That's on Sunday. We usually film on Sundays, the podcast. So we're going to film the podcast at the bowling alley.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Support local, you guys. Support local comedians, y'all.
I'm excited.
Or Coastal Bend comedians, I guess you could say, since it's Aransas.
Yeah.
Aransas. But over here, we got Ronnie Fryer. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
Jesus Hernandez. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Dude, what's up, Ronnie?
What's going on, man? Enjoying it out here. Now's the time to be a Texan, man. It's beautiful outside.
Yeah.
It finally feels great.
Yeah.
I walked over here from the artist, and it's a lot further than I anticipated. I was out of breath when I got here.
Did you get the sign up?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, for anybody that's watching right now, and if you're not doing anything, there's going to be an open mic at the Artisan. Shout out to Tina La Cochina. She's hosting that one at the Artisan right in the next 15 minutes. So if you're out and about in downtown, go check that out because I'm going to be trying some jokes. But Yeah, we got a show that we are getting ready for December 6th. I'm really excited about the show because it's the first show that I'm producing.
Wow.
Ronnie, I say that, but Ronnie's done a majority of the legwork. It's gonna be the That Dude Talks presents the Naughty List comedy show.
Hold on real quick. Elephant in the room, bro. Are you his co-host or not?
I mean, that's what the people want.
Flyer. So my thing is, we already have the logo. It's already called That Dude Talks. It's not Those Dudes Talk. It's gonna be too hard to change this cap.
Show it to him. Show it to him real quick.
Yeah.
On the camera right here. Nice. That's dope, bro.
And then it has my Chris Longoria comedy right there. Damn, y'all saw my government hair. I
Hey!
don't like that.
Tree trim it. Tree trim it.
Yeah, December 6th, man. I'm real excited for it. Somebody says hi, Daddy.
That's my wife. My wife. That's my daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, she watches. What's up, Mama? Thank you for watching the show.
I was gonna say this chat is live, dude.
So all right. So it's a toy drive.
Yeah.
What's
So
going on with it?
Toys for Tots, man. You want Ronnie's the one that got the toy portion together
Really?
for it.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, I'm gonna have him explain that part.
So we're putting this free show together, right? Davey Jackson. Last time he came down, man, we did a show at the House of Rock.
Cool.
And packed it out, man.
Wow.
Completely packed it out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. The dude, hilarious, man.
He's done Kill Tony 6 times already.
Davy Jones.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Davey
Sorry,
Jackson.
Davy Jackson.
Very funny dude, man. Yeah, so it was a free show, but Ronnie had the great idea of when he brought up this idea, I jumped on board immediately
man.
of doing a toy drive.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Toys for Tots.
Give back for the community, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time in my life, you know. I don't know about anyone else, but like I can actually now I have something I can give back with,
Yeah.
right? I feel like
Yeah.
I have
Cool,
a gift, you know. that
Cool.
no one's gonna donate toys before I was doing this, you know.
Right, man.
Playing Call of Duty and jerking off, and then I started doing comedy. Now we're gonna, you know.
Yeah,
That's cool. So, like, had you been involved with the any type of toy drive beforehand, or?
No.
You just kinda came up with
It's
it?
just like I've got a son, you know, and like I'm involved with church and everything. So you know, I participate every Christmas and
Oh, yeah.
the angel thing. So it's just like, how can we give back, you know? And I mean,
Man.
if we're gonna be doing this amazing show for free anyway,
Dope.
and it's just like let's make some kids Christmases, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, so we pivoted from being a free show to each person that's coming in brings
Hey, man.
one unwrapped Christmas gift, one unwrapped toy, and we're gonna donate all the toys to the Toys for Tots.
Shh, 2 birds with 1 stone, man. That's awesome, dude.
I'm real excited about it. The company I used to work for, about the only thing that is good about them, the only one thing that's good about them is they used to do a gives back at the end of the year, and we would donate money, and we would all as a group go buy gifts and everything, and the looks on those kids' faces, because we would personally go donate it. That warmed my heart, and I'm no longer with that company anymore, and I kind of felt like I was with that company for 8 years, so 8 years I was able to do that and get that warm feeling. And when Ronnie, I was already like, damn, I'm not doing anything this year.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like Grinch.
Oh, wow.
So when Ronnie brought this idea to do the toy drive, I was like, dude, 1,000,000%, let's do that.
Yeah. So, what's the hardest part of organizing organizing comedians for a charity event?
So Davey, I'm paying out of pocket. So if anybody would like to sponsor the show, we are actually looking for sponsors. I paid for Davey out of pocket, and I'm paying for his hotel out of pocket as well.
Whoa, dude, that's big right there, man.
I want to grow the podcast, and I want the show to be good.
Hey,
So
bro,
it has the
put your
podcast
money where
name
your
on
mouth
it.
is, bro.
But Ronnie and Sam, what we're gonna do as well is we're gonna try to do a tip jar at the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna do giveaways. If we get enough sponsors, if people don't want to monetarily sponsor, if they want to do like gift cards to their business, like local business or whatnot, we're gonna do giveaways. If you donate a toy, not only are you gonna get it into the show, you're gonna get a raffle ticket for some of those giveaways. But if you throw a tip in the tip jar to pay the comedians, you're gonna get 2 extra raffle tickets as well. So we're gonna make it a fun night, man. We're gonna make it a fun night. You want to talk about sponsors or anything?
Sponsors? Yeah, I mean, we're currently are looking for sponsors for the show. We're gonna do cash or donations, just because it's gonna be a big show. I mean, it's big for the community. We got a great venue at the Annex right now. And Davey Jackson's gonna bring the heat. So,
And this show is it? The show's at the Annex. This is one
At the Annex.
at the Annex.
It's gonna be
Okay,
at the
okay. I'm
Annex,
thinking
yeah.
the one that
312 South Chaparral.
Wow.
At the Annex.
Okay, cool. So what's it? So they got a stage there already. I haven't been there.
Oh, Ronnie and Tom with an H, another comedian friend of ours, they built the stage.
Dope.
A little stage. So
we're gonna be bringing that.
we're gonna use that.
Yes, sir.
We do an open mic at the Annex every third.
It's tomorrow. Actually,
It's tomorrow. Come
Wednesday
out to the
night?
Annex tomorrow. Every third Wednesday of the month, we do a comedy open mic there. So they have a PA already.
Cool.
It sounds really good. So
Nice.
yeah, we're gonna do it there.
What's it like? Okay, so what's it like? I guess doing open mic there. Do you feel like the stage is cool? The crowd, like the setup, I guess, because you know how some places it's hard to get the crowd's attention. I hear y'all talking about Riches sometimes. How
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? They play pool and it's hard to get there.
Afraid to talk about that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you, thank you for listening to the podcast. You did, hear
Dude,
that.
I mean,
You
dude,
did hear
like,
that.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be brought to light, especially for the comedy scene, the local comedy scene, to have better experiences. But still, like, even having those experiences,
My thing is, sure, it's a bad experience for us, but it's a terrible experience for the fans. Like my dad's a huge supporter and he's a huge comedy fan. He goes to as many of the shows as that he can. He won't go to a Richard show after the one that he went to because of the experience that he had. He's like, bro, I didn't even enjoy the show. He said every time I heard the somebody break, I turned around. Like somebody breaks playing pool. It's like, okay,
back to
I
that
get
thing
it.
of drawing a boundary, drawing a line of what you're willing to do or not willing to do. So you guys got a stage for that. You guys built a stage, bringing it out. Y'all got lighting and stuff like that.
Lighting on the stage.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
go.
Dude.
All in one.
Got the chairs. How the chairs are gonna be set up and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
we have an
Ronnie
idea
has
of
a really good idea of how we're gonna do
redoing
it.
the room just for the show.
Yeah.
And I think the owners are on board. So,
Cool.
yeah, we're gonna make it to where it's friendly for comedy.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
And then good news is when it gets packed out, if you don't show up early enough, there's plenty of room outside
in the patio.
on
And
the
you can
patio, and you
out
can hear
there.
everything as well.
Oh.
So
Steve Bernal comedy is blowing up a
Actually,
bit in Corpus. I'm
I
loving
do
it.
want to make a comment to that. It does say Corpus is comedy is blowing up a bit in Corpus. I'm loving it. Yes, 1,000,000%. I'm very, 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 very proud of all the freaking comedians in Corpus, man. Because
Cool.
everybody is bringing it.
Nice.
We just did a show at Tank's Pizza in San Antonio. And shout out to Ryan Adetta. He's a comedian out of San Antonio that put that together.
Yeah.
It was an all Corpus show.
Oh,
And he said that there's regulars that go to that show that said that from beginning to end, that was the funniest show that they had been to at that venue.
Dude, that's
and it was nothing but Corpus comedians on it. So Corpus has been all the comedians, majority of the comedians.
right.
They've been grinding and busting their ass and writing a lot of material and writing quality material.
Cool.
It's like that iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
A lot of you could see the quality in these comedians' jokes. Everybody's growing, man, and everybody's hungry, and I love to freaking see it. If you haven't gone to a show, especially a local show in Corpus Christi, come out to December 6th at the Annex, or go out to any show, man, because we've all been busting our butt, man. We've all been busting our butt, and everybody's taking pride in what they're doing.
That's
So,
awesome, man.
Yeah, shout out to Steve Bernal for that comment, because that is 100% true. Corpus is growing out here.
Yeah.
Apparently, right before I started, or not so long before I started, there was only a handful of comedians, and it's gotten to the point where any given open mic list, there's 23
Man,
comedians.
so I have two questions. Like, how do you feel about the old schoolers from Corpus, and then how do you feel? Do you feel like it's so many comedians to where you don't have enough time to practice your craft? You know what I mean? How do you feel about those things?
So, old schoolers, Javi and Danielle are absolutely amazing. They've treated me. They welcome me with open arms. Not Danielle at first. Danielle doesn't welcome anybody with open arms at first, but she's my comedy Thea, man. I love Danielle. I love Javi. They've been great. Tina's great. She's real good to talk to. There's some old school that pop in every so often, like David Zimmerman's one of them. Yeah. He's very funny. Yeah. He's great. Shoot. Damn, I forgot his name. There's some old heads that pop in every so often that are really cool and stuff. But
cool.
As far as, are there too many comedians? No and yes. Mm-hmm. Just because there are some mics that have a cap and
it's kind of hard to say it publicly too, right? Yeah. Because like, dang,
you know, I'm mad that the past 2 months I haven't made it on Joe Hilliard's mic.
Hey,
no, but I get it. He has a really good process. It's capped at I think 10 or 8, especially with the roast battle right now going on, and he does random draw. It's like literally he does a spinner and everything. Wow. It is what it is. It's a luck of the draw, and that's where it comes in. Where crap, if there were only X amount of people, all of us would have gotten on. But it's a good problem to have. I think it's a good problem to have because, like I said, everybody is iron sharpens iron, and oh shit, XYZ is getting better. I need to get better.
Oh damn!
And, like you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to, because all of us, we're all. It's a fun group, but all of us are still wanting to get booked,
right?
And if somebody else is doing better than you, they're gonna get booked.
Yeah. So, so this is your first show. Do you feel like you had to start putting on your own shows? Like, is that the play for a lot of local? What do you think, Ronnie? For a lot of local comedians?
When I first got on the scene, I started putting on my own shows like 6 months in.
Because like you feel like that's the play, or
yeah, for sure. I wanted stage time, and I know sometimes you're not going to be given it, so sometimes, I put on my own show because I've seen other people putting on shows. So it's just like, I can do it, I'm capable. You learn from like Danielle. She basically put me under her wing when I first started producing shows. So she taught me the ropes on, pay your people, treat your comics good, not to have like 10,000 people on the lineups because people,
fatigue and whatnot.
Crowd fatigue, it's a real thing, man.
And I think we did the opposite with our show. I think we have too little comics on it.
Well, I mean,
I think we are going to add one more comedian to it.
I guess
you're right. Having too many, it's
sometimes less is more. Yeah. Whenever you have less people, like instead of every 8 minutes we change someone out. Now we're going to give you 15 minutes with one person. So now you can invest time and get to know their style. And then, then once you get done with them, bring out someone new, just like 2 or 3 of those versus like, oh, now we got to start over for another roller coaster ride sometimes.
How often do you feel like you need to do shows like throughout the year?
Me, I want to see how this one goes, but another thing with shows is if you do a quality show, and my shows aren't always going to be at the Annex and they're not always going to be free. I want to set the standard with this first one of quality. And once I want all of my shows to be a quality one, it eventually starts being a money generating thing as
People expect quality next time around.
Yeah. So if I'm going to be putting money into it, it's eventually going to come back. So that's another reason to do it as well.
That's cool, man.
My thing with that is if I'm going to book, like Davey's a bigger name. If I want to book a bigger name, like if I want somebody to see my material and you don't ever really get a chance to see them, that's another way for them to see your material is, well, I'm going to book them on the show and I'm going to be on it. So they're going to see me. Yep. So that's
wait, what are you saying? I lost you. I'm sorry. I zoned out there for a minute. I went what'd you say?
No, so putting on shows gives you an opportunity to like control the lineup. And if you don't get an opportunity to work with like these comedians, that's an opportunity to book them on your show and they see
to work with those comedians. Right. Oh, okay. Kind of like a network test style thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then producing the shows and then being on the show sometimes can be a catch-22. Like for me, sometimes the stress of running and producing the show will take its toll whenever you're doing your actual set, because you're so worried about all the moving pieces instead of just my 10-15 minutes.
Wow.
And that's what I'm gonna figure out, because I'm gonna be putting the show together, but I'm also gonna host it. So I'm gonna start the show off. I'm gonna have to keep track of everybody's time.
Yep.
Like I think everybody's gonna do 15 minutes on the show, so I'm gonna have to be timing them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to light them.
Oh,
and then I'm gonna have to go back up, say something about them, and then bring the next one. And so I probably shouldn't have hosted the first show that I'm putting on, and I probably should have let somebody else do it.
Yeah.
But I'm a psychopath, so.
Yeah, I do that. I do that sometimes. Yeah, that's good, man.
I love hosting. Hosting is very fun.
Okay, do you feel like that's the play too as a local comedian? Like, you know what I mean? Like hosting, because it seems like you have Anna, Joe Hilliard, who else? Tina. I follow you guys on social media. Miguelito, yeah.
I think hosting is the move if you want to further your comedy career, because now you're getting up the whole night. You know, you're not just doing 5-10 minutes here, and now you're responsible for the crowd.
It's
because hosting, you're not worried about the comics as a host. You're worried about the crowd having a good time. So now it changes your mentality. Instead of it's like, screw the comics. If they're not doing good for we're worried about the crowd having fun.
Yeah, as a host, you kind of have to you kind of have to be the one that has a finger on the pulse the whole time, and like, oh shoot, the pulse is dying out. They're dying. I need to do something to bring them to keep them back alive. So like, you are constantly having to check the pulse of the show the whole time.
Dude.
And I think it's a fun thing to have.
Wow.
It's a fun responsibility
you
to
say
have.
something?
The host should be either the first or second funniest comedian on that lineup, because they're up there the whole night.
Yeah.
I've had an experience where, I didn't do so well, and the host, man, he freaking boom, brought the room back.
Whoa.
And that's so important, because sometimes a good host, if someone has a poor performance, the show's done.
Oh,
like it's done. The crowd's out of it,
So I guess the host would try to make it a little bit softer for the next comedian. Make it even more soft.
The host's main job is to make it easier for all the comics. The last thing you want is for the host to bomb at the beginning and make it an uphill battle for everybody else.
Oh, damn.
The host has to start it off hot, just so it's super easy for everybody else.
Wow.
Just so it's a great show after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one of the things, like, I love hosting, and I've gotten the opportunity to do a lot more hosting, but for the longest time, Ronnie was the only one, when he was putting shows on, he was the only one booking me to host.
Wow.
And because of Ronnie, I got that practice more and more. And
so
I think that's one of my strong suits is hosting now.
Wow, that's
I
cool,
love
man.
it. I love hosting.
Really? Wow.
It's so much fun.
Wow. So like these different venues and stuff like that, I guess how do they respond to, because obviously there's a bunch of so far, like Tapology, the Artesian, right? You just talked about earlier. Mesquite Street, the Annex, like I guess they're responding good to the comedy scene. I feel like it brings.
I can only speak to the Annex because that's who I deal with.
Is there a reason why? I mean, everything else is filled up already, or what?
The thing with the Annex is we're truly blessed with an amazing owner. Caitlin she loves comedy. Wow. She's just a comedy fan. There's one time that me and Uncle Sam were in Austin signing up for Kill Tony, and while we were waiting, we saw Caitlin walking in.
No way.
She had tickets to the show.
Crazy.
She goes to multiple. She's a huge comedy fan, so she decided to start up She does the open mic there out of, I think, just for the love of the game. So
wow, man,
I just got really lucky with being able to deal with somebody that's amazing like that. And Tina does the monthly mic there, so Tina deals with Caitlin as well, and Caitlin's amazing when it comes to comedy.
Yeah, well, too, your podcast is there too. It seems like she understands the importance of that as well.
Dude, she'll just randomly pop on and just do something funny. We filmed something that I think is gonna be a mini episode. Promoting the show, and it was me, Ronnie, and Caitlin, and all three of us are talking about it. And I'm gonna release that.
Wow, man, dude, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
man, thanks for coming on the show, you guys. Is there anything I want to share? We're already coming up on an hour, man.
That went by quick.
That's good. Like to hear that.
I run into that with my podcast too, where like oh crap, we're already at this amount of time. And it's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. I think so too. Like even if I come over prepared, I didn't touch on everything. It's
shoot,
yeah, dude, and it's just
That
going
means
free
I
like
need
that.
to come back.
Hey, for sure.
No, thank you finally for having
Yeah,
me, man.
man.
I'm very bad. I'm very weird about like you told me, man. You should have asked.
Yeah.
This the whole closed mouths don't get fed. I'm very weird about. I feel like I'm begging if I ask. I feel weird about it. But I'm glad. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the love that you've been showing the podcast too. As well, man. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Last couple of things. December 6th, come out to the show at the Annex.
Here, you want to do a promo to the camera?
Yeah. December 6th, come out to the Annex. That Dude Talks presents the Naughty List Comedy Show. It's going to be myself, Uncle Sam, Ronnie Fryer, and we're also going to have a special guest. We'll see who that is here soon. And then our headliner, Mr. Davey Jackson. Bring one toy per person. That's all we ask. And then come out for a fun night, man.
Thank you. Stephen Bernal on Facebook says, thank you for all the dedication to the craft. I will continue to support when I'm off. Thanks, guys.
Can I plug my social media?
Go for it, bro. Yeah.
Follow me at Chris Longoria Comedy on all social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and if you want to watch the podcast, Chris Longoria Comedy on YouTube.
Yeah, Javi Luna's chiming in. What's up, Javi? Don't lie, Chris Longoria felt every minute of those 2 hours.
Look, man, Javi, maybe I enjoyed the conversation more than you did, but it flew for me. Sucks to suck.
Hey, Javi, real quick. I was calling you Chaplain Luna for all the gems you were dropping on that podcast, bro. Man, appreciate the that you giving these guys these gems, man.
Yeah, that Javi episode felt like 5 minutes to me. Felt like 5 hours for him.
Yeah, man. Dude, Javi's doing some stuff, man.
Yeah,
dude. Talk about somebody who's been in the game, bro.
Comedy, man. That's my boy. That dude inspires me so freaking much, man.
Yeah.
Inspires me so much.
Yeah, it was episode number 1 for us, man.
Man.
Episode number 1. Bad audio and everything. He came on. I was like, dude, come on. But yeah, and then he repped our t-shirt at his special at the that was dope.
Yeah.
He texted me, he's like, hey dude, you got any merch? People wanting to buy because he was wearing that shirt. So that was huge for a big hobby. We got to take care of the big dudes out here, man.
Hell yeah.
For real. Got to show some big body love out here.
Absolutely.
Saucy, man. Ronnie, you got any you want to plug your socials or anything before we take off?
I got OMG Ronnie 69 across social media. I do want to plug in CorpusChristiComedy.com. If you're looking for any open mics, all the shows in the area, and local comedians where they're going, we post all that. We're trying to grow the scene.
Oh, that's you,
yes, sir. That's me and Bobby
nice, bro.
the third, the guy that's been roasting the crap out of some people, winning. Yeah. So we run that, so that way it's easy if you're a fan of comedy. You can just go to their Facebook search bar. You go to CorpusChristiComedy.com, and it's so easy to find, what's going on in the area.
Yeah, real quick. And then we got an HEB question here. We got to ask almost everybody here.
Yeah.
Which HEB do you guys shop at, or which HEB do y'all avoid?
Growing up, when I was a little kid, was Port and Tarleton. Then it became HEB Plus on the South Side. And then recently it was the HEB on Weber. But everybody should avoid the HEB on Leopard, unless you want a extracurricular activity in the parking lot. But I got freaking proposition one time on Leopard when I was working.
Oh, damn.
Job. It was crazy. Best gum job I ever had in my life.
Oh shoot! Dang.
I avoid Saratoga, HEB Plus on Saratoga. Hate that one, man. I feel like I get road rage in there because everyone's on their phone, and it's like
yeah.
I go to the one in the Bluff, man. It's there's never anyone there. It's like it's nice, man. Except the summertime, but besides that, man, it's easy.
Nice, man.
What's yours?
Alameda and Texan.
Yeah. Oh, that one's nice, dude.
Which one do I avoid? Alameda and Robert. Yeah, the one down there. Yeah. A lot of people like that one. I don't know why. I'm just like,
oh, that's the one I'm confusing with.
The real ones, remember Port Airs HEB?
Yeah, the one that is the Goodwill now.
Oh, okay.
The Goodwill station now.
Oh shoot, Port Ayers, man. There's a bunch that like are not here anymore, right?
Yeah.
So
And
crazy,
freaking
man.
Walmart used to be on Everhart. Remember that?
Okay.
Back in the day, that's now
Man,
it's Sam's Club right
The
there.
one I remember is Baldwin and Morgan. Baldwin and Morgan, kind of near the Grandma Gordita's Taco. I think it's Joe Garza
Yeah,
gym.
yeah.
You remember?
Yeah. Because I went to Lozano Elementary.
Okay. I went to
Lozano
Zavala.
Elementary doesn't exist anymore.
No, it doesn't. What?
No, demolished.
Yeah.
Sad.
Man, anyways, man, thanks a lot you guys for coming on the show.
thank
You guys support local comedy, man. If they got an open mic tonight. I don't know. I think sign-up's already passed. It was at 7 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah, it just started. So if you're downtown, you can still make it out there.
Still make it out there, man. Is there anything you guys want to share before we go? This is a Mexican goodbye. We say goodbye and then keep talking, say goodbye, and then keep talking.
Actually, one last thing about the show. It's also brought to you by not only That Dude Talks, but it's brought to you by CorpusChristiComedy.com and SelectStandUp.com, which is Ronnie's business venture.
Dope, Ronnie.
So, yeah.
That's cool, man. I like that page. I follow that page often. And in fact, when I'm looking for open mics, because I've been wanting to try, bro. I don't know.
Yes,
just try my hand at it. And then I always go Corpus Christi Comedy to look, because y'all have that calendar.
Yeah, thank you.
That has
you.
all the dates.
Yeah. Don't be scared, man. Come on.
And it's
we'll take care of you.
and it so happens every time I check, bro, y'all don't have one. I'm like, damn, I'm off today. Y'all don't have one today. You know what I mean? And I try to call around. I called a few people like, hey, is there anything going on? Or I look around, but I don't know. I stick to myself a lot. I stick to my family.
Yeah.
This is I don't like to socialize, but I created a hobby where I socialize.
Yeah. Dude, that's the bad part. Is like I don't have kids yet, but I have a niece and nephew, and man, I've missed. I don't know what I would do if I had a family because I've missed so much of their stuff. Of them already. It's like, damn, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, Hobby's going
Hobby
off on
Luna,
all the
Everhard
different.
HEB is an abandoned charter school. Oh, yeah, dude.
Yep.
No.
Wait,
I used to say it was a school of
Hey,
Scientology.
Hobby, no, it's not, dude. It used to be.
It's a storage facility.
It's a storage facility now. Yeah. Dude, Albertson's on Delmar now. Oh, yeah.
You know what's crazy? You know how they have
That Hobby is going off in here. What's up, Hobby?
you know how they have Is It Cake, right?
What's that?
Is It Cake where they turn they can make a
Oh,
cake
yeah.
make anything look like a cake look like anything. Freaking now they're doing that with storage facilities.
What?
They're turning anything into a storage facility. Freaking there's Braslaw's that used to be right there on Staples. They turned that into a storage facility.
Oh, dang.
They turned the old Scientology school that used to be HEB
Yeah.
into the freaking storage facility.
Dang, man. Do y'all get into Corpus politics or anything like that?
Nah,
Not really?
Nah.
I just do what I want.
What do y'all, because some comics, it seems like you guys avoid politics, right? Is that because of your trade, like what y'all are doing? Or,
So my thing is, I got very, very, very great advice from Gabriel Iglesias from Fluffy. He wasn't giving it to me; he was giving it to my friend.
No way!
Santa
Wow.
Guevara, the wrestler. I was just a bystander for it. But he said something that he, 3 things he always avoids. Up until recently, he started showing his colors on one of them. But the 3 things he always avoided talking about was religion, politics, and sports. Because why are you going to lose fans for talking?
Oh,
If you talk about politics, let's say you're a Democrat and you talk about Republicans, you just lost half of your fans.
wow.
Just because he made a comment. If you're a Astros fan or if you're a Dodgers fan, you say you're a Dodgers fan, you lost X amount of,
Wow.
if you're bashing this religion,
Yeah.
well, their followers aren't gonna. Why are you gonna
Yeah.
lose all of that just for the hell of it? So that's why I try my best to avoid any political at all. My mom is the opposite. She's very vocal about it.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
I let her do all the political talking.
Yeah. What about you? What about you, Ronnie?
Dude, Cowboys fan. I go to church and I voted for Trump. What? Get some.
Hey.
Oh, it was either that or some guy that doesn't know where he's at.
Oh shoot, that's funny. Hobby Luna, yeah, Buttercrust, rest in peace, man.
Oh yeah, that's a storage facility
it
now
is.
too. See, they're turning anything and everything.
Oh,
Bread place?
what the
Yeah.
courthouse? They're gonna turn the courthouse into a storage facility.
Man, they almost turned my grandma's house into a storage facility.
It's the new Spirit Halloween.
It's the new Spirit Halloween.
Hey.
They're gonna do a Spirit Halloween storage facility hybrid.
Oh, man.
This
Wow.
has been fun.
Yeah,
This has been a lot
bro.
of fun,
So
man.
what's up with see to the next episode? You got somebody. Oh, aren't you gonna have the comic that comic for your next epised? For
So
episode
the
8?
one that I'm releasing on Monday is gonna be Corinne the artist,
Okay.
who's been
Dude, she's been killing it.
in
Yeah.
the roast battle. Shout out Corinne the
Shout out.
artist. It's gonna be Corinne the artist and
Big man.
Ben Man. Yeah, shout out to Ben Man. It was Corinne the artist and Ben Man on that one. Then we did the mini.
Ray Longoria says this.
That's it. That's my dad.
That's it. No longer a Ronnie fan.
That was one of his 2 fans. No. Shout out to my dad. I told you my dad is my biggest supporter, man.
Oh,
Shout
man.
out to my dad for watching.
Yeah.
Oh, what were we? What did you ask?
Shit, I forgot. We were talking about Corinne.
Oh yeah, Corinne's been killing it, man. It was her and Ben Man, and then we filmed that mini episode that has the owner of the Annex, Caitlin Shook, and
Cool.
Ronnie. And then the one that we're filming this Sunday is gonna have Kill Tony's Carlos Lopez, and I'm gonna try to get no promises. I'm gonna try to get Kill Tony Golden Ticket winner Colin Sledge on it as well. So,
Oh man,
yeah.
that's awesome, bro.
But if you want to watch it, follow my YouTube, follow my Instagram, and then keep up with it. So
Yeah, so we find you that Dude Talks podcast on the Chris Longoria comedy
on YouTube.
on YouTube. It's not fair that the only thing you can turn a storage facility into is a meth lab. Says Javi Luna.
The chat is live.
Dude, Javi's in here, bro.
it
Yeah,
feels like
man.
Javi's here with us,
Dude, yeah, I got to get him back on because I've had him on the first episode.
and then never since then.
No, why I had my never
You
since
know,
then.
Javi, thanks for.
I have my
listening to the first
reasons. Well, he called. He's like, "Hey, we got Chingo coming in. He's looking for
Oh, yeah.
podcasts to get on." So he got on with that. I actually invited him on because Chingo had already did a bunch of podcasts solo by himself. I was like, "Let me bring some other guys with him, some different." You know what I mean? And Javi Luna, he was still dropping gems on there too, bro.
Yeah,
Chaplain Luna, I'm telling you, man. But yeah, thanks a lot, you guys, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, man.
If nothing else,
Hopefully, it doesn't
We'll do
take
the handshake real
something
quick.
more for
90 something more.
for me to come back on, man.
Part 2, bro. Right on, man. Well, thanks a lot, you guys, for listening to the show. If you're still listening, if you're still here, follow us on Corpus Christi Originals podcast anywhere.
Oh God!
We got a comment from Javi Luna real quick. It says, if Corinne doesn't win the roast battle, they're going to turn her into a star. Dude, oh, man.
It's gonna be bad that all the clips are just us reading Javi.
The #1 episode again. Thank you, Javi.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Javi, for chiming in, man. And you guys, we're trying to say goodbye. This is a Mexican goodbye. I'm telling y'all, man.
He's gonna comment again.
Yeah, he's gonna comment again. Yeah, man. Well, allegedly, he's gonna be in San Antonio.
Allegedly is the latest San Antonio native.
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't
all
think
good,
people
man.
know where that came from. Where that joke came from. He's been getting booked a lot in San Antonio and not in Corpus.
Well, it seems like so Austin is like the hub now for comedy, right? It seems like San Antonio's
That's what
not.
I've heard.
San Antonio's not too far from. It's like an hour
Dude,
away.
oh
from it.
no, San Antonio is getting a cool little renaissance
Yeah.
right now because they opened the Woodlawn Theater
Okay.
and then they just opened Riot
Yeah.
Comedy Club on the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, San Antonio's
Well-
got some. They've got a lot right
Well,
now.
not only that, Javi Luna was mentioning. Good night, Luna. Appreciate you, man. He was mentioning on y'all's podcast that he wants audiences that he doesn't know to hear his comedy.
Yeah.
So it's almost like that's what you have to. You got to go to different audiences to hear your comedy and stuff like that.
A lot of what we do is we'll hit up a different markets, open mics, so they'll hear us, and then that's how we started getting booked out of town.
Dude, see, yeah,
Heard us
dude.
at an open mic, and they liked us.
Wow,
They booked
man.
us, Yeah,
So you got to be good, definitely.
yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
say that? I mean,
Yeah.
you got to be good. You have to. Your craft has to be.
Not everybody believes that, but yeah,
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have people questioning who I'm talking about.
Oh damn! You see, bro?
That's why I can't throw-
You see, you can't say
It's
nothing.
just throwaway comments. It's
You
just a
can't
joke.
say nothing, bro.
I'm a comedian. These are jokes. Jokes. Comedy. Let's cut this off before I get myself in.
Dang, all right. We'll see you later, guys. Tomorrow we got Ben De Leon, the host of the Unshuck Yourself podcast, the newest addition to the Corpus Christi Originals podcast network. He's going to be on tomorrow. We're going to be talking about what he does on his podcast and just a little bit about what he's going through. I mean, going with
Lito's got a podcast.
what he's got going on. Yeah, Lito also the Respond If You Please podcast. He's got an episode coming soon, but he's another local comedian. Check out, support local comedy, you guys. Whenever you hear about these shows, check out their events and stuff like that. Support local. But thanks a lot, you guys. Catch you on the next one.